I have always felt comedy and tragedy are roommates. If you look up comedy and tragedy, you will find a very old picture of two masks. One mask is tragedy. It looks like it's crying. The other mask is comedy. It looks like it's laughing. Nowadays, we would say, how tasteless and insensitive. A comedy mask is laughing at a tragedy mask. One thing I can take credit for, along with the rest of show business, is when the red ribbons were out, we cured AIDS. Any advancements that came towards fighting AIDS were not done by scientists or doctors, it was people with little ribbons on their lapels. I always feel that most political jokes, if you're going to do them, you have to do them within the next 5 minutes, or else they're outdated. By the time you've got it to the point that it's strong, it would be 12 years old. There are times when I've had ideas walking down the street that I thought were great, and the minute I got on stage, I would think of them and go, wow, that would never work, even before I did it in front of the audience. If a comedian tells a joke that you find funny, you laugh. If he tells a joke you do not find funny, don't laugh. Or you could possibly go as far as groaning or rolling your eyes. Then you wait for his next joke. If that's funny, then you laugh. If it's not, you don't laugh, or at very worst, you can leave quietly. My family originally lived in Brooklyn. Our first apartment was a little place above my father and uncle's hardware store in Coney Island. Now, don't get the impression that we were surrounded by merry-go-rounds, roller coasters and Ferris wheels. Nope, this was a little side street. Every time I give a straight answer and read it in a magazine, I say, ouch. One day I'd like to talk to a psychoanalyst about why celebrities reveal so much of themselves in interviews. I've never understood people who say they're not a practicing Jew. You never hear a black guy say he's not a practicing African American. What does it even mean? I always wish the hotels were like they are in movies and TV shows, where if you're in Paris, right outside your window is the Eiffel Tower. In Egypt, the pyramids are right there. In the movies, every hotel has a monument right outside your window. My hotel rooms overlook the garbage dumpster in the back alley. Back when Jerry Seinfeld was just another comedian hanging around the clubs, I'd imitate him to amuse myself and the other comics. The club owners would say, "What are you doing that for?" Nobody knows him. I used to go to the Improvisation Comedy Club every night in Times Square. How I didn't get killed in that area either means that 1, God is watching over me, or 2, I am so insignificant to God that he didn't bother having me killed. A lot of people who claim they're political comedians are just comedians who have opinions. But they stop being funny the minute they give their opinions. I'm one of those people. In any country I'm in, if somebody could just put me in a car or a bus, I'll look out the window and say, okay, there's the Tower of London, there's Buckingham Palace, there's Big Ben, and if it all takes about 5 minutes, perfect. I've seen all of it and I can go home. I guess if they ever do a remake of Sophie's Choice, I could play the Meryl Streep part. I've got to work on my Polish accent. Maybe I'll be the definitive King Lear one day. You know, if they ever feel that King Lear should be more Jewy. I was Jewish, through and through, although in our house that didn't mean a whole lot. We never went to synagogue. I never had a bar mitzvah. We didn't keep kosher or observe the Sabbath. In fact, I'm not so sure I would have known what the Sabbath looked like if it passed me on the street, so how could I observe it? I remember being at the premiere of Beverly Hills Cop 2, and the tremendous reaction from the crowd outside, then going to a party at a hotel afterwards where the speakers were blasting Shakedown, a song from the movie. That felt like a showbiz moment to me.